Coach Lafleur has made his way in bright and early this morning and in for a little chat about the gold miners.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger, by the way.
Why not?
I didn't write. I don't. I'm not sitting here. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't have the Doppler radar in there. I just read the teleprompter.
You got to shoot somebody.
I guess so.
You got to shoot somebody.
All right.
So, how's the state of your health? Because I heard
What's wrong with him now?
Well, the kids were in. We had six or seven of the kids in doing up their profiles and whatnot, and they were telling me that a flu bug is running rampant through the locker room.
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Hate when that happens, but it happens every year.
And I'm sitting beside him.
Exactly, it happens. You're sitting right beside me, pal.
Nice.
So we'll find out if you're really Teflon Greg this morning.
That's fantastic. So, Mark,
bring one of those SARS mask, Macker.
Yeah, exactly. I was off last week, but up and down road trip. A big win Saturday. Tough game on Friday.
Yeah, well, tough game. Yeah, so what it was, a couple of really bad mistakes they capitalized on.
We're talking about the Powassan game.
We're talking about the Powassan game. Sorry about that. And they executed on a couple of plays, but all in all, giving credit, but I don't. They're a good team. I just know that we'll get better.
Right.
We know where to focus our issues in terms of how teams are getting their chances against us. So we're going to fix that up, and we'll be better as we go along.
And then a big win, French River on Saturday.
Yeah, we came back and again, same type of thing. We got a couple of when you get a couple of early goals, it changes right away the dynamics of a game in terms of momentum. And we got the momentum early there, and the night before they scored. Within 20 seconds of the opening puck drop, they scored, so that's tough.
When you give up an early goal like that, or, for example, the next night you guys get a couple, you're up by a couple early, when that goes against you, and now you're the team that's down, do you basically throw out your game plan and say, we got to get back in this right away, or do you stick with it and say, well, we still get 50 minutes to play, let's get after it?
No, exactly. I mean, it's tough to get scored on because both teams, any game you play, both teams want to get the upper hand in terms of momentum right away. So you lost that. So you lost that right away. So it's just a matter of you want to tell your players, okay, let's just not press the panic button here. Okay. Let's just go back at her slowly get back into next shift or the next couple of shifts. Let's do something good. Yeah. Win the next couple of shifts and go from there. Okay. But I'm not going to say you almost have to forget it, but just don't look at the scoreboard. Just keep going with your plan and see what happens. Yeah. There's too much of the game left.
So you say, like you say, you're trying to get better as you go along. Yeah. There's some teams off to some good starts. Cochrane Crunch 10-2, Powassan's 9-0, Sioux Thunderbirds are 12-1. So there's some good teams in this league this year, Mark. This is very deep. I think it's a lot deeper than it's been the last couple of years.
It is, and I've been saying that for the last couple of years that the league's only getting better and better. Yeah. And this year especially, I'm just noticing that. Remember a couple years ago, we were talking. You were talking about a two-man race and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. It was you and the Sioux, right?
I mean, it's not even a. No, it won't even be a two. It won't even be a two-man race in either division.
I know. That's just it.
And the Sioux Eagles are going to get better, as they go along as well. Picking up a couple of Americans here and there. So, no, it's tough.
It's a grind. It's a grind.
But the point is, you're trying to get better, right? It's
you have to.
It's October the 15th, right? Yeah. So you got a long way to go here.
You have to get better.
Oh, yeah, no panic yet.
Yeah.
Now Powassan is, Mark. When you look at them, was it the springboard that playoff win over you guys last year, and they've just gone from there?
No, they ended up getting a couple of very good players. Some and a couple of guys that have stuck around, and I know they ended up getting a couple of players in the battalion. And I've always said this, teams such as them, or like even the Sioux Thunderbirds last year when they got that Boris Kachuk or something, right around November, who's a second-round pick. Players like that make huge differences. And So if you're able to get yourself 2 or 3 players that you normally wouldn't get, but you get because of the big team has to send them down, it is such a good advantage for those teams to be able to get those players.
So now you're bringing kids that can dominate a game into the league.
Well, that can really. It's 2 or 3 players that normally you wouldn't be able to get.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Because they're affiliated.
And I'm telling you right now, 2 or 3 players in Tier 2, in junior Tier 2,
make a huge difference.
Makes a humongous difference.
Okay, so 2 games this weekend. Espanola Saturday night and Elliott Lake on Sunday. And Elliott Lake's a solid team, too. They've been solid for years.
Elliott Lake is as good as anybody else in this league. So
Espanola is a new franchise, kind of struggling along a little bit, but they'll find their way.
Well, they'll find their way. And at the end of the day, I think a couple of weeks ago, you saw Blind River took the Sioux Thunderbirds to overtime.
That's right.
Or early in the year.
That's right.
And I think last night they kind of pummeled them. So,
Yeah.
So you never know what happens from night to night. You get a couple of bad bounces here and there. Get a couple of penalties called where you can't gain momentum on the PK. At one point, a team like that, you think, or they think, if you let them start thinking that they can win this game, then you're in trouble.
You're in trouble for sure.
So a couple new guys, too, right?
Yeah.
Ty Cousineau?
Ty Cousineau, whose father, apparently, I believe his father's born in Kirkland Lake.
His father was born.
Really?
His father was born in Kirkland Lake, moved away when he was 4.
Okay.
So then everyone started talking about the Cousineau family, and there used to be a jewelry shop here called Cousineau's Jewelers.
I see.
They are all related.
Oh, they are?
Oh,
Yes,
really?
They are. We've got to the bottom of it. They are all related.
That's a long time. That's before my time, though.
So how's that for a small world story for you?
Boy, yep.
And then Sam Oden just got to town.
Yes, Sam started off in the BC League. He played at Shattuck last year in Minnesota, which is a highly recognized prep school.
Yeah.
Isn't that where did Crosby go to Shattuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Shattuck St. Mary's.
Yeah, Crosby and all those guys. So it's a highly renowned prep school, and he's come over. He practiced yesterday. Big boy, very good feet.
Right on.
Seems to have a very good attitude as well. So I think he's going to fit in with the guys.
So we look forward to seeing the new guys in action this weekend.
Exactly.
So 2 games this weekend at home.
7:30 Saturday against Espanola.
A Sunday afternoon affair.
Sunday matinee.
Yeah.
3:30?
3:30.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
3 o'clock against the Elliott Lake squad. Should be
If I'm wrong on that, at least you get there for the warm-up.
I think the warm-up may be at 3. That's what he's thinking. Coaches.
It's at 1. I think
I'd be there at 1.
Yeah, be there at 1.
Game's at 5.
Sitting in a room watching video at 11 o'clock
That's
in the
right.
morning.
That's
Game
right.
starts at 11.
That's right.
Thanks for this, Mark.
Not a problem, guys.
Look after that cold.
Yep.
And keep it in that studio. You're not welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Best of luck this weekend. We'll see you Saturday night.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Coach Marc Lafleur.